In 334 BC, a 22-year-old king crossed into Asia. He had 40,000 men. He was about to attack the most powerful empire on earth. Most people expected him to die. Instead, he rewrote history. Alexander inherited an army built by his father, Philip II. Disciplined, professional, ruthless, but he inherited something else too. An unfinished dream, to conquer Persia, and Alexander believed he was destined to complete it. His first real test came at the Granicus River. Persian cavalry waited on the opposite bank. Charging across a river into cavalry was madness. He did it anyway, and he won. It was the first crack in Persia's armor, a brutal testament to his audacity and the might of his Macedonian army. At Issus, he faced Darius III himself. The Persian army was far larger, an intimidating force. The stakes were enormous, with the fate of his campaign hanging in the balance. Alexander, with bold brilliance, didn't attack the army's flanks, he attacked the king directly. When Darius fled the battlefield, the myth of Persian invincibility died a swift and decisive death. The Siege of Tyre in 332 BC presented a new kind of challenge. Tyre was an island fortress with formidable walls rising directly from the sea, seemingly impregnable. For 7 grueling months, Alexander laid siege. In an astonishing feat of engineering, he ordered the construction of a massive causeway into the ocean, essentially turning water into land, allowing his forces to reach the island. He took the city, proving his ingenuity and relentless will. Gaugamela in 331 BC was the decisive battle, the ultimate confrontation. Spread across a vast flat terrain, Darius had assembled a colossal army, complete with terrifying chariots numbering in the hundreds of thousands. Alexander adapted his tactics, attacking diagonally to create a crucial gap in the Persian lines. He then struck directly at Darius. When Darius ran from the field, leaving his vast army leaderless, the mighty Persian Empire collapsed. In a single earth-shattering day, a new age began. Egypt crowned him pharaoh, recognizing his divine right to rule. He journeyed to the remote oracle of Siwa, where he was hailed as the son of Zeus. He began to believe he was divine, a living god. Power was changing him, forging a legend. In 326 BC, he pushed eastward into India, defeating King Porus in a brutal struggle at the Hydaspes River, encountering war elephants for the first time. But his soldiers had marched for years, thousands of miles from home. They had reached their absolute limit and refused to march further. For the first time, Alexander stopped. His boundless ambition met an immovable wall in the loyalty and exhaustion of his men. At just 32 years old, Alexander died in Babylon in 323 BC. With no clear heir and no stable succession plan, his vast empire, forged through blood and iron, fractured within years, divided among his generals. But his legend did not. He never lost a battle, and history still remembers his name, Alexander the Great.